coming at you with another beer review today. Today we have the Alaskan Black IPA from Alaskan Brewing out of Juneau, Alaska. This is a 6.4% ABV. I could not find the IBUs on it. And if I'm reading the date correct, it's actually April 9th. And this is now May 25th, I think, 26th. So, you know, a little past, so that's about 6 to 7 weeks. But nonetheless, we're gonna give this one a shot. Let me open this up and I'll be right back. Wow, take a look at that. I didn't pour aggressively. That's a nice 2-finger head almost right there. Very nice. That's a really nice brown color, almost mahogany brown. And when I hold up the lights, I get a little bit of red hues coming through, a deep ruby red. But look at that. Look at that beautiful pillowy head on there. Nice tan color. Let's get the nose on the Alaskan Black IPA. It might be 6 weeks or so, but I tell you what, I got some nice grapefruit off that right away. Oh yeah, there's some really nice citrus on this for sure. And I'm getting some nice roasted malt. I'm also getting a little bit of chocolate on that, a little bit of earthy aroma on there, some floral hops coming off of it. Nice roasted malts, as I said earlier. It's a nice smelling IPA, black IPA. So let's get a taste on this one. Wow, it's a little darker in flavor than I expected. So gotta be honest, I'm having a hard time pinning down some of the flavors in this. It has a bitterness to it on the backside. And that kind of pairs along with the roasted malts, giving it almost like a charred flavor on the backside. So not totally unpleasant. It balances out with some of the sweeter malts on that. You definitely, even at 6 weeks, I'm still getting a lot of hop character on it. The grapefruit is not as predominant in the taste as it was in the aroma, but is definitely still present. The citrus is there, it's light, but it's definitely dark flavors. This is not, I'm glad to say, this is not a stout, you know, or a sweet stout in many cases, masquerading as a black IPA. If anything, it would lean more towards like the side of a porter, you know. Possibly robust, because there's some other additional flavors in there. There's a bit of like a bitter chocolate, you know, the slight chocolate taste, I'm sure takes on that bitter bite from the hops. So it's like a bitter chocolate, kind of almost a hint of coffee, but just really light, very light hint for sure. Nice carbonation on it, medium carbonation. So really refreshing. You know, the body is a light body, but it's towards that medium side of a light body, you know, or the light side of medium, which is great. I mean, that's really appropriate for a black IPA. Really some good characteristics. I'm really pleased, again, that they did not just take some stout recipe and just throw some hops on it. I'm a little disappointed, however, that there's so much bitterness on the back end that does not allow you to get some of the other flavor characteristics on there as much. It's a little overpowering. It dominates those flavors just a little too much to really be able to enjoy and appreciate all the other flavors, because there's a lot of character in this, but I can tell that bitter flavor is just overpowering some of those other characteristics. Enjoyable beer nonetheless. It's a very good beer. I'm going to give this one, for black IPA, I'm going to kind of go right down the middle of the 80s, give this one an 85. It's kind of on the border of good to very good. A very nice beer. My overall on this, I almost have a harder time on that. Let me get another sip and I'll let you know. Wow, that's really tough. I could easily, for certain things, go up, and for other things, going to go down on that one. Had I maybe had this, I don't know, 2 weeks out or 3 weeks out rather than 6, I might be scoring it higher. Hard to say. As it stands, it's a really nice beer actually, but you want to get it fresh, I'd probably guess. I'm going to give it an 83 on the overall, which still makes it a really good beer. It's not your average. It's not a C beer. It's still a B to B minus beer. Very pleasurable, very nice. So again, this is the Alaskan Black IPA. If you can get a fresh bottle, they do date them, at least in the 22 ounce, I would recommend giving it a shot. I think it's a very nice beer. I think that, again, the flavors of those hops would probably be a little more bright. If you had it fresh, please tell me what you thought. And this is Kevin with Clements Homebrew, just saying, life's too short to drink cheap beer. I will see you in the next beer review.